Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
Whew. Oh man, that was spicy. Weather update.
Repeat that. There's interference.
Weather report.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Dries seem like the fastest tire at the moment. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. We might want to pit early. There's cars bunched up ahead. A new strategy is available on the MFD. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. boxing this lap. place back. Release. Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Is 2.3 seconds. Caution. Okay, clear. have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Flag. Caution, caution, yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens. The track is clear. Green flag. The car behind's catching you at a rate of about 2 seconds a lap. To stay with him, he might make a mistake. He could still regain the position. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
Hey. Get them at the back. It's probably where I belong. How many people are behind me? 1, 2, 3 people.
Tonic soon to follow. Canuckles, how you doing, my guy?
I'm alright, America, I'm alright.
Now, are you made sure that you've got your audio sharing settings on? You should be able to.
Oh, that's a good question. Will it share if I'm already broadcasting? That's my question.
Okay, so I don't hear it on the stream, so you're gonna have to go in and check quickly.
Is that in my broadcast settings, or? Yes. Alright, try it now. I switched it over to include, no, that's include microphone audio and video clips. I have share a party audio checked off, so I thought it would be okay.
Party audio.
No, I was yesterday, but not. Now I'm in Toronto again.
Are you trying to be patient zero?
I'm vaccinated, and I haven't started growing a third arm or a third leg, but...
Oh, okay, there you go. That's good. Yeah, I hear some people take the vaccination different to others. But that's probably not something that I should talk about while I'm drunk.
And probably not while on the Midwest F1 stream.
No, they've heard worse.
We'll switch over to the personal channel for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it, can you tell if my voice is coming through? Not that I really need the world to hear.
So you don't even have to worry about viewership.
Beauties. Except for all these monkeys when they tune in and watch. I mean, all my lovely friends from MWF1.
Okay, I still can't hear. Weird.
Settings, maybe it's under privacy stuff? I don't know, let's see here. Because for my stream and sharing broadcast, everything is fully open and shared. Okay, give me a sec here. Now here we go, let me check privacy settings real quick. No, I'm more of an old-fashioned kind of guy.
So let's give that a go. And man, the first sip, I went up to my buddy. I'm like, these things are dangerous. Like, I don't know why it sits with me the way that it does, but it's just like the best tasting thing of my life.
Is that what you're rocking tonight?
Yes, Empress Gin from Victoria.
Well, there you go. Well, that may
Yeah.
as well be Vancouver.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's such like it's I don't know. It's so. I mean, Victoria's really nice. I mean, have you been to Victoria?
Yes, I actually did a wine tour on Victoria Island, like maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago, with my
Really?
father-in-law, and that was a really, really fun day.
Okay, so I still can't hear you in the stream. Maybe just try backing out and then joining back. This worked before.
Alright, so give me a sec here. Allow, there we go, I just switched it to allow, it was in the party settings chat, always allow voice to be shared.
Sure. Catch up in a second here. Yep, you're good. Alright, we're Gucci. Good stuff. Okay. So Victoria and wine tasting. Have you gone to Kelowna for wine tasting?
Yes, however, I was 14 at the time.
Oh, so you got to drink the sparkling apple juices and stuff, right?
You know what? They were pretty good about it. But I was too young to be DD, so like my parents didn't care one way or another.
So I remember, okay, so I'm a big baseball guy. So Kelowna was big for baseball tournaments every year. So every year we'd go. My parents would go on these wine tasting trips with everyone else. We got Hash standing first, Gin to win it, and Lucas won up second. Obviously, going into turn one, Lucas was actually lost his spaces maybe back down to fifth place early on here. What can chaos of turn one bring us? Yeah, a little bit of chaos. This section moves all the way down, and a little bit of force feedback coming on this wheel there.
Oh shit, sorry.
You're good. I'm just messing around. Alright, Jacko, settle the pole, battling into, let me pull my track map here, into turn 4. Return 5, Jacko has the position, missing Joker. Right now, sitting ahead, Jacko's obviously that battle goes on. But Saffron City work on possibly go settle the bullet behind you. Have you battled him much before? Oh no, Canuckles! Spins it.
You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. Check your MFD for a new strategy
Broken
option.
wing back in the pack is what it is, but that's where Cinderella stories are created. Mr. Joker.
Go for the classic soft hard strategy.
Got that
Mr.
confirmed?
Joker working the best bombs here in his slipstream. Trying to come down into turn 1, but not quite going yet. Valentine at in first position. Kaz gets the move done on the Saffron City. The Saffron inside line into turn 1. And ooh, the hex that was Janet to win it. Licks the stamp and pumps it down into turn 1. Gets the move. Stuff. Beautiful. Now being
Exit now.
able to actually experience it and going from winery to winery and just drinking the whole time. Oh, winery tours are the best.
Hit strategy
There's
complete.
this place in Abbotsford
See these
as well
tires through
that
to the
does
end now.
COVID-safe bubble wine tastings. It'll give you a flight of different wines, as well as you can pay a little extra for either a dinner or a charcuterie board. And it's just like you're in your own like segregated bubble. It's kind of cool.
That's neat. Yeah, my whole family's in Abbotsford area, so.
Oh, so yeah, you know it. Didn't work Once everyone's in, he gets the move done. Wait, so if you're from Toronto, you're not a Leafs fan. Like, who do you support? Are you Sens fan?
Burn some of this energy.
No, I'm a Red Wings fan.
Red Wings fan? And you haven't gotten shot.
I almost got shot when I was in Detroit, but that's another story for another time.
Is now available.
Turn 7 there. Working into a Scary here, Money Mask getting a little close to also taking this fast settlement ball, moving into a Scary. It takes 9th place, settlement ball, and takes a little less brace there and pushes himself back a little bit as well, taking a big piece of that curve around 10, and by doing so, Lushin is going to turn around and this run out, looking on the softs, and he's got a better. And it goes a little bit deep into the turn, and spins up. On board. So what? Was it Stevie Y? That was the guy that made you a Red Wings fan?
No, you know what? It was actually Gordie Howe, and my family has an interesting history with Gordie Howe and the Red Wings, so that's where my fandom started. He is not my dad, no, but my grandfather was his publicist back in the day.
No shit, eh?
Yeah. So
Mr. Hockey himself.
That's right. So my family went to all the hockey camps down in the States, in Detroit there, and met all the Red Wings, and so it was kind of just fell into my lap to be a Red Wings fan.
Our gap to the car in front is
So how old are
7.0 seconds.
I'm 32.
Okay, so 89 is actually your birthday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, alright. So, alright. Got Gordie Howe's Wikipedia. And, okay, so you must have been some sort of ambassador then for the Red Wings.
What do you mean by that?
Because he, at the time, was retired before he ran.
Oh, yeah, no, my grandfather was Gordie Howe's publicist.
Okay.
Like back in the day when he played. So my entire family since then we've all been Red Wings fans because we've all kind of followed that heritage. And my dad, when he was a kid, went to Detroit Red Wings hockey camps and met all those guys and hung out with them and stuff like that.
No, I don't want to one-up you here, but I met Brian Kessler.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't want to have to bring that one out.
So early in our relationship, jeez.
Yeah, I know, you forced me into it. No, he's kind of an asshole. Whatever. But he's you feel for the guy because he's come up with a lot of, like, injury problems and, like, being in that NHL mindset of just going out and playing the game no matter how injured you are. Because it's either my leg's got to be off or I can't be breathing.
Nice work, that brings
for
you
me
up
not
a
to play
place.
the game. And that was kind of the mindset that he had. And he's really paying the price in his early 30s or mid 30s right now, being on long-term injuries right now with the Ducks. Speaking of the Ducks, have you had a chance to watch the new Mighty Ducks?
I have not. I have a tremendous trepidation for the fact that it's not going to live up to my childhood memories of the originals.
See, now I went last week. I took the Friday off, and I went to golf with my buddy. And so he watched it because it was the weekend, Friday. So he watched it the night before with his dad.
The car ahead is 7.3
and
seconds.
so he got over. Supposedly he got lost in the nostalgic sauce.
Oh,
And
jeez.
he was like, "Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad." And then his dad's just like shaking his head, like, Brody, it's not a good movie. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I need to watch it for myself, though, but, I mean, that may have been something. You know what, they could have done well. They brought back Emilio Estevez, like Gordon Bombay, as well as that lady from. Now I call her that bitch from Gilmore Girls, but my girlfriend gets mad at me when I do that because she likes Gilmore Girls.
Right.
So. But back up in 16th you go. I'll even be your crew chief here. Just section is 7.5 gap between you. And it's going to say top 10 not looking good here. I'm just going to have to ride out this race over a couple of mistakes here.
Hey, you know what? I what is it? I think I made up 10 positions last night, so I'm still riding that high, so I don't really care what happens too much tonight.
Okay, there you go. See, now I can somewhat relate with you, because being a Detroit fan in a Maple Leafs kind of world, I'm an Oilers fan in Vancouver.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of me put into a corner and me bringing out my self-defense in regards to getting chirped constantly about the Oilers, and especially how bad the Oilers were for all those years and dealing with the first overall picks. And you know what? Just get a first overall pick doesn't mean that your team's going to be instantly good. Like, people got to understand that. When you got a meathead behind the wheel leading the charge, it's not going to instantly turn the team good. First overall pick doesn't solve everything. Ask Buffalo. But hey, you know what? Whatever. Let's throw it on Liam. We got a lot of cars in the pits here. Looks like we got 6 coming in, changing tires. Quite a few throwing on some mediums here. Sepron's gonna throw on mediums as well. Random Series actually throwing on some softs. So we'll see what's going on the rest of this race here. Now, I don't know. It was kind of weird because all my favorite sports teams were always so bad for so long. I was so used to them being so bad for so long.
See, I went the other way with that. I had, the Red Wings won they were in the playoffs 26 straight years. And many cups, some fantastic rivalries with Colorado in the 90s. And then the last 5 years have been, a little bit painful. So I've gone the other way on that spectrum.
Yeah, right. See, now in NFL, do you support NFL?
I'm neither here nor there on the NFL. I'm not a big fan, though.
Do you have a team?
No. If I were to pick a team, I would pick, I don't know, anyone but the Patriots.
Okay, there you go. Okay, English Premier League soccer.
No. I'm North American sports with the exception of F1.
Okay, MLB.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay, what team?
Well, obviously the Jays.
Okay. I guess, okay, alright. See, now, this has been the story of Crash Cooking's life. So, grow up, get my first video game, play as the Chicago Cubs. Okay, and then from that year when I got my first video game, I was the Cubs in T-ball baseball. So the Cubs, and I just played the shit out of the Cubs. So Cubs became my favorite team. Okay, fast forward. I'm sitting on the couch watching a hockey game between the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. I asked my dad who's playing. He says Dallas Stars, Edmonton Oilers. He says, who are you going for? I said, I guess Edmonton. And I didn't even know that Edmonton was even in Canada at the time. But I said, I guess Edmonton. So from that point on, Edmonton was the only team that I knew because I was the earliest memory that I have of watching hockey. So team Oilers fan. They sucked as well. Okay? Same thing, sitting on the couch, watching football with my dad. I say, who's playing? It says Tampa Bay versus Green Bay. And I say, why is Tampa Bay not making themselves Red Bay? Because they're red. And Green Bay is green because they're green. That makes sense. Why are they Tampa Bay? They should be Red Bay. This was when I was 4 or 5, right? So my dad says, good point. So I chose Tampa Bay, even though I was angry that I didn't change it to Red Bay. My dad still makes fun of me today that my favorite football team should be named Red Bay. Give it up, Dad.
You're carrying some resentment there, I think, from your childhood that we can discuss it later.
Who doesn't, though, right? I don't know about you, but I got absolutely fucking shelled from my parents, man. Like, I could do anything without getting roasted. But whatever, besides the point. Okay, Liverpool. I don't know why I'm a Liverpool fan, but I am. But they sucked for years. Okay, they were good in the 80s, but that's like way before I was born. It's like, now they're trash. Now they're better. They're one of the best. But now they're fucking trash again. It's like, come on. I can keep going. But I can't remember. Chicago Cubs. I said that, but they didn't win a World Series since 1908. How was, like, 5-year-old Liam supposed to know that?
So do you have posters of Hulkenberg on your wall, then?
Yeah, right? I should get one. What am I doing? I need to just... No, but... See, like, I've got a poster of Brian Smith. Like, he was my boy. But you know what? Like, I should go with. But you know, see, I was somewhat in. We got a little bit of a battle for E3 here between Jinnit and Valentine. Because Valentine is without a penalty, Jinnit is with one, so this battle is actually going to get really close, dependent on how Mystic and Hash kind of duke it out there. But you're actually closing the gap a little bit. This section, you're closing the gap. Keep pushing, man. You got it. Okay, but how did you get into Formula 1? That's the question. There's running out of time here, and I'm completely distracted with my woes of my sporting world. But long story short, my teams were all shit. Now they're all good, and I don't know how to react.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
How'd you get into F1?
I got into F1 with Drive to Survive the first season.
Okay.
Yeah. That was really my introduction to the sport. I remember being a kid and watching some of the, because that was like golden years of Schumacher. I was watching that, and I remember my stepdad taking me to the Indy in Toronto. But for the most part, I wasn't like a big race fan. I'd watch it if it was on, and I raced it more in video games than I'd watched on TV. And then, yeah, like I said, with Drive to Survive, did a good job of bringing lots of new people into the sport, myself included.
Oh, for sure. Now, in my case, I was kind of the same. Like, I knew Schumacher when I was a kid. Like, I'd watch Sportsnet over cartoons. So, like, kind of seeing the name constantly over and over again, you hear something, you obviously know, this guy's good. But myself being from German heritage, I'm very supportive of my heritage, so I was very supportive of him being a German, a fan, such as myself. And so, once he kind of fell away from the sport, I didn't really pay much attention to it, other than, of course, Sebastian Vettel winning 4 titles in a row, and that was just something that I kind of paid attention to, but I never really followed it closely.
I gotta say, I think, I feel the same way, and I think it had something to do with the marketing machine that Red Bull was and is, right? Like, before, like, I knew of Ferrari racing, I knew of, Williams, and I knew, like, Mercedes and McLaren, but, like, Red Bull was like, oh yeah, they're a fucking energy drink, but they've got an F1 car, and there's this guy, Sebastian Vettel, he's young, he's winning a lot. That was kind of my memory of that era, right?
Yeah, like he could be the next Schumacher the way he's going. And honestly, like being like a fan of his, because I'm still now I'm going the opposite way, because I became a fan of his when he was good because he's German and I like Germans and he's good, so I support him, and he's a pretty good guy, honestly. Like not many people can deny that they hate Vettel for just who he is simply. Like he's a decent guy. And
this is your final lap.
And he wins, so like he's a good guy and he wins. You can't hate that. Or you can hate him winning, blah blah blah. Besides, and so I completely lost my train of thought of it.
I don't know. Do you want to pick up these guys for the last lap, though?
I mean, Mystic gets the overtake on Hash. Hash has a penalty, so there's nothing going there. Jinnet's got a 6-second gap between himself and Valentine. But here we go. It's actually a 6-second differential in penalties here, and Valentine is sitting at 6 seconds, nearly exactly separation between himself and Valentine's coming around the final corner, but it looks like Jeanette Twin was able to make enough ground, and Valentine not helping his cause by spinning and trying to spin out like a penis. But Kate Thomas is actually the one who gets the podium here, so I think this is the first time we've seen Kate come over the line.
Oh, nice. Good job, Kate. That's cool.
With not the win, sorry, a podium, but well done, Kate. And then we got moving up and down the order here, but as well, okay, here, another question I always ask people that join back or join in with me on the booth, excuse me. How did you find out about Midwest?
How did I get in? I got in, Monkey recruited me, but I think I got in through F1 2020 Facebook group. Yeah, I think that's how I found out about it.
Now, I look in every... there must be so many different Discords, because we started July 30th last year. Like, would you think that we haven't even been around, like the Discord group hasn't even been around for a year? Like, could you even tell?
No, it seems like a very well-oiled machine.
Honestly, like, and a lot of that credit goes to Pork, and he runs the whole freaking thing off his phone. Like, isn't that, like, it's crazy, honestly, to think about. The guy runs 6 leagues off of his phone on Discord. Now, I run F2, which I'm done after next week. And man, I said I'd cover it, but I didn't think it was not that big of a headache. Once I got into the routine, it wasn't that bad. Whatever, besides the point. F2 is just like, when I sit down, I'm like, I wake up usually on a Saturday morning, I'm like, okay, time to crush out the F2 points and whatnot. I just sit there and just like type away and put in names and this and that. And that guy does that 4 times over every weekend. And it's just like, and then he comes and races as well in the league. It's like, holy crap, the guy's a machine. But anywho, you want to come on, run us the order of how it finishes. You can see it too, can't you?
I went into the race director just to get some incidents. But we have Mystic Joker coming in first, Hash 9211 taking second, Cake in the 3rd spot on the podium, F1 Jinnit to win it right outside the podium, finishing 4th, Valentine, Elma Jacko, Monkey 5th, 6th, and 7th, Best Pawns, Random Serious, and Sui rounding out the top 10.
Then I'll finish off the rest here. We got Saffron sitting in 11th, Cass 12th section in 13th, Money Matt 14th, Canuckles in 15th. You, that being ZGS in 16th, Impossible 17th, and some Republic of Ireland flag in 18th. That's all I can remember. But you know, I think this is the last week, honestly. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if there's going to be week 17 because there was no initial break week for Friday series. So
I'm sure the guys will put together some sort of exhibition. I know everyone's chomping at the bit to do something.
Yeah, fair enough. And yeah, so next season we're probably going to turn it into some sort of community event. Maybe ask other guys to if they want to throw on any sort of fun activities, that being other video games or maybe some GTA races, because pretty much everyone underneath the sun has GTA, as it seems, because the game's been out for umpteen amount of years now. So maybe we'll do something around there. But yeah, we're kind of running to an end, and that potentially was our last Friday night series race. So pretty good one there. Mystic finishing on the podium. I can't remember who else did, but yeah. You have anything to say?
Nope.
Do you like gin at all?
Yeah, it's all right. It's just not my go-to.
Why does it does it taste like pine to you? Because a lot of people says it tastes like pine.
No, I don't get that. No.
Okay.
I don't get that.
See, now, I find that it either, like, it can taste like soap or it can taste like pine. Actually, I don't even taste the pine. Some can taste like soap. But, like, a good tasting soap.
No, I don't get soap either.
Now, I'm gonna be honest here. Every time I don't know why, like I'm an anomaly in a way, but every time I open a bottle of gin, I make sure I get my nose like right to the edge of the bottle, because the first whiff of when the bottle is first opened to smell the different flavors is the best, and as well as smelling the cork.
I like it. You know, it's got to air out a bit.
Like as soon as you pop it, and you just get smacked right in the teeth with those, like, oh, I love it. But, you know, I'm an anomaly in a way, so I'm still coping with how my teams are good now.
Most people drink because they're terrible. I think you drink because they're good.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I'm not used to. Like, I was walking around high school, like, hey, your team's in the Stanley Cup playoffs? Yeah, mine's going for first round draft pick, pussy. Like, first overall. It's just, I don't know. It's something I'm not used to. But now the big thing is, to continue this for the last final statement, is that now Liverpool, like you said, you don't pay attention to English Premier League. Okay, so Liverpool was not crap, but they weren't that good for a little bit of while as I was getting into English Premier League. Then they got really good out of nowhere. Got really, really good, like best team in the world good. And then 2020